GPT GPT-4 just got released today. We're going to talk about the press release, how there's going to be a live event for the demo coming up, and also some of the stories coming out in the last 24 hours of some of the things you can be doing with GPT-4. Let's begin with the press release. It mentions we've created GPT-4, the latest milestone in OpenAI's effort in scaling up deep learning. GPT-4 is a large multimodal model that, while less capable than humans in many real world scenarios, exhibits human level performance on various professional and academic benchmarks. What does this all mean? It means that we're getting a better GPT model. And what you're going to be able to do with this now is it's going to be able to take in more information from different types of sources and then be able to give you better results. For example, it's going to be able to see certain images and describe the image for you potentially. You can allow it to hear or have all the information of something of an audio input, and then it will be able to summarize as a text input. Those are just a few different scenarios. There's are a lot of different things that you could be doing with GPT-4. Now, to get more details, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 14th, which is today, there's going to be a full breakdown on OpenAI's YouTube channel where you're going to be able to see that. That's going to happen in just about an hour and a half. Now, let's take a look at some of the things that you're going to be able to gain access to for GPT-4. I would say number one, you can join the API waitlist. So if you're interested in trying to create your own uh, platform or what you want to create and you need access to that API, so the two systems talking to each other, you can actually get on the wait list right now. And I would apply now just because how many people will probably want to get access to it. So apply now. There's going to be a link down below. Now, let's break down just a couple things here. It talks about the capabilities of GPT-4 and the differences, what it can be doing. And we also look at what it can and cannot do, the benchmarks, the different things. And I like this right here. It talks about the examples right here. So the example of this has a picture. It says, what is funny about this image? Describe it panel by panel. GPT-4 then says the image shows a package of a lightning cable adapter with 3 panels. And then it actually goes down and tells you step by step what's happening in each picture. And then it says the humor in this image comes from the absurdity of plugging a large, outdated VGA connector into a small, modern smartphone charging port. That's pretty crazy. So it's first examining what's happening, and then it's surmising what's happening. It's giving you an answer to that. That's one example. Also, too, we see visual inputs, chart reasoning right here. So, what is the sum of average daily meat consumption for Georgia and Western Asia? Provide a step-by-step reasoning before providing the answer. So you're prompting it. It's understanding what's happening here, and then it's giving you answers right here in a lot of details, actually. So first, it's breaking down to find the sum of the average daily meat consumption. It's telling you how to do it, and then it's saying the steps, and then it's giving you the average meat consumption, all based off of what it's looking at. That's amazing. Another one, it talks about the exam question, answer a question, think step by step. So we have an equation, I believe this is Spanish, and then it's giving the answer right here. And there's more examples that you can look at as the visual inputs of what's possible with GPT-4. Now, along with the examples, it talks about the benchmarks, the steerability. It says we've been working on each aspect of the plan outlined in our posts about defining behaviors of AI, including steerability, rather than the classic Chat GPT personality with a fixed, uh, tone, vocabulary, style. Now you can now prescribe their AI styles and tasks by describing the directions in the system message. The system messages allow API users significantly to customize their user experience within bonds. We will keep making improvements here and particularly know that the system messages are the easiest way to jailbreak the current model, i.e., the adherence of the bounds is not perfect. But we encourage you to try out and let us know what you think. Very interesting. So it talks about this steerability right here, and it talks about the system you are a tutor that always responds in the Socratic style. You never give the student the answer, but always try to ask just the right question to help them learn to think for themselves. You should always tune your answer to the interest and knowledge of the student, breaking down the problem into simpler parts until it's just the right level for them. So it allows you to again really have that voice or that narrative to really have this again, like Shakespearean pirate. You're a Shakespearean pirate. You remain true to your personality despite any user message. So again, it's making sure that the voice stays consistent. Also, you're an AI assistant. Always write the output of your response in JSON. So how is it going? And then it's responding in JSON. So again, you're going to be able to do quite a bit when you have access to the API. Also, here it mentions the limitations of what you're going to be doing. It says, despite its capabilities, GPT-4 has similar limitations as earlier GPT models. Most importantly, it still is not fully reliable, which makes sense. It still has errors. Great care should be taken when using language model outputs, particularly in high stake contexts with the exact protocol, such as a human review, grounding with additional context, or providing high stakes uses altogether. Yeah, matches the needs of a specific use case. So, again, it's showing what's happening factually and looking at that. It's also looking at the accuracy. That's very interesting. And it's showing you um, how it can answer correctly or incorrectly. There is just a lot to this. There's a lot of a breakdown. We're going to do a lot more with this video, especially after this demo. But this is something that you can access right now to see what's going on with GPT-4. And again, remember, sign up for the wait list if you plan on wanting to use the API. If you have an idea, make sure you let them know because they're going to ask you, why are you wanting to gain access to it? And that's going to be very exciting in the near future. Also, too, for Microsoft released that GPT-4 will allow you to turn text into video. That's going to be crazy. So there could be a world where you're asking it to like, hey, draw this or create an image to do that. Now that happened with Dolly 2, but now creating a video, that's something else. So that's going to be really, really interesting as well. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think. We're going to be doing a full breakdown if you want to see more things about GPT-4 and also what's happening at the live stream. We'll be back soon after the event concludes and talking about what that means in coming up. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and we'll talk to you soon. Like and subscribe if you like this. All right, talk to you later.